Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Miriam Slosberg here. It's June 3rd, 2013, and I'm going to talk about another Klout update. Yes, they updated their homepage again, and this is what they've done. Yes, they've put the graph on the right side. It used to be where if you popped up this little area, the graph would just show up. However, they changed things around, so when you pop this area, it says View Profile. Where do you think it takes you? Voila, the profile. Okay, so we're not going to spend any time there. So we're going to talk, everything about the home area. So when you look at the graph, you can see the 90 days score history, and also you can click on the network breakdown to see how active you are on your networks and how much your activity is contributing to the score on every platform that you're using. So I'd say it's pretty accurate because I am more engaging on Twitter than I am on Facebook. However, Facebook I'm pretty active, and Instagram I use more than Google+, and LinkedIn I don't use as much as I should. So it reflects on the score. So you can see how what your activity on each social platform, you can see how it's contributing to the score. So that's what you do. If you just want to check that out, you always go to the network breakdown. But if you want to see your 90-day score history, that's where you go. And below that is your score activity. So Klout has a new feature now. Now, as you know, almost a month ago, May 8th, 2013, sorry about that, Klout had rolled out its Q&A feature, and you're going to be answering questions that are handed towards your way, if you can answer them anyway. I don't recommend that you answer a question that you can't really give a good answer to, so don't, you should answer questions. You can answer any question you want by clicking on different questions that your friends have answered and seeing if you can answer those. However, we'll get to that in a bit. So anyway, the score activity you can see here, and this is what's new with it. You can see now if somebody endorsed your answer to a question, you can see that. So this person gave me K for my answer, meaning they endorsed it, and I've had a few people do that. And you can also see how many people have viewed an answer that I had given. Yesterday I had 11 people view a particular question I had answered, and at the same time you can see who's interacted with you just like before. So I gotta say kudos for Klout for becoming more and more and more transparent, because they're doing a good job with it. And hey, pretty cool, Applebee's mentioned me on Twitter just the other day, so you can see all that. So anyway, this is what the homepage looks like. And what has changed is when you go to the topics area, you're going to see the questions that your friends have answered, and you can also answer those questions as well. And okay, here we go. So this is what you're going to see. This particular individual answered a question: what's the best comedy movie of 2013 and why? So he gave an answer. So I have the choice to endorse his response. Okay? I mean, I may or may not, depending on whether I like the answer or not. However, I can also share it. You can share it on your networks. And you know what? It's good to have your answers endorsed. I know you're probably thinking, what's the big deal? But let me tell you something. It's going to come to a point where if somebody searches for an answer or a question that you've answered on Bing, not Google, but Bing, Bing is catching up, people are using it more, then what's going to end up happening is that if you have, I believe, a score of over 70, and if you answered a really good question with and you received a lot of endorsements, a lot of shares, it's going to show up on the first page. So this is where it's going. So this is why you're going to want to answer very, 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 very good question. You're going to want to give really good answers to some questions that are handed towards your way. If you want to answer, a friend's question or what have you, be sure to give a really good answer, because you're going to get endorsements, you're going to get shares, and that's going to help your influence even more. So this is why I think this is a really good thing, you know. So I like where they're going, I really do. You know, they're continuing to make all kinds of improvements, all kinds of changes, and I think this is a great feature. So let's see what the next update is. I will definitely let you know. Anyway, have a great one. Bye for now.